So I hit level 36, but really level 35 is the break point in order to update my cards and get them higher, or level up my cards. The other thing is that I've gone into the interlude and I have beaten all of these to level 7, and that uncaps my team and they can go up to level 60 now. And as well, in hard mode, I have completed all of chapter 3, and I have a little bit of chapter 4 I'm just started. And if we look at my main team, we're going to go all the way down here. Okay, so their cards are up, but now I have something that's really important to start to be thinking about. And that actually is the little red stones. So if I go here, to upgrade her Exalt higher, I need to use one of these red stones. And I don't actually get that many. So right now I have 3. My main source of it is going to be completing the hard mode chapters. So when you beat the hard mode chapter, you get one of these stones. My secondary source is going to be from the events. So the challenge with the events right now is that I have to, I think, beat it on hard mode. Okay, so I have to go all the way to hard mode in order to get these stones here. I can finally start to do that once my character is level 60, but I had to get there and I have to borrow people to get more of these stones. Okay, so that's my second main source. And then my third source is going to be from the battle pass, and I get 1 a month from the battle pass. All the way down here. There we go. There's my 1. So I got 1 for free to play from the battle pass, and this is also another reason why the battle pass for paying for it, you get 3 instead. It's a lot faster progression. Okay, so I can get more abilities to level up my units. So what I also know is that to go from here right now, I have her reload. I got it to level 4. But to go up to level 5 is just costing me these 2. And then to go to level 6 is costing me another one of these little redstones. Okay, so I have to use one of those redstones to go up to level 6. So right now I know I have 3 redstones, and I'm trying to manage who gets that redstone, like what cards do. So obviously reload's going to, because the higher the cost of reload, or the higher the level of reload, the more the actual pursuit damage does. The second card that's going to get it, as you've been seeing me play it a lot, is the Meteor from Salve. So this is going to go up to level 5. I mean, not level 5, level 6. But then back to Vortis, her skill itself, her main Exalt, that's the last thing that I'll level up. And then once I'm done those, I'll reevaluate. Okay? But all the rest of her cards can go up to level 5 without me having to use one of these stones. The problem is that you can see it's starting to get really expensive on this type of material. Even if I want to do material synthesis, I can make 4 right now, but I've also been strategically buying a lot of these and getting them. So these start to become really valuable, but you also have to think about, in D-Tide, I have to make 5 teams. So I kind of need some of these to also help out those teams, right? So it's not just my main team, but it's going to be also D-Tide later on too. We won't go into D-Tide yet. We're just going to stay here. But that's a big thing for you to be thinking about, is where do I put those little redstones now? All right, let's just start it up. Oh, I don't need to do that. Not quick line. I'm up here. All right, and as usual, I will go and start streaming in Discord and see if anybody comes and joins me. My team's a lot stronger, and I have new enemies to also be fighting. So we'll look at these enemies, okay, and then Ramona cannot participate in this investigation. That's fine. Oh, this is a really cool... this is when the game was starting to think about if they would be going end of state. So they did a really cool introduction here. It's a really cool video. I suggest you watch it. This is probably like one of our most elaborate videos in the game. All right, so I don't want to go to the mist node. I gotta go here. All right, Drop that down. Go here. We're going to be really good because all my units are leveled and also are all their skills. So they're going to crush. It's going to be awesome. Found the lamp. Oh, there's probably silver here. Yep. Give me my money. All right, so I can keep doing this like thing, but what's the... I'm going to go away because I don't know what the thing is. Carry at least 2 relics upon completion. So sometimes I've been really greedy, and then I screw myself over because it says don't have symptoms, and I'm like, I just took 4. Whoops. All right, so this is the new thing. So in order to read that, it goes away pretty quickly, but you can click your deck, and it says view 3 uncarried posses. Choose 1 to release immediately. Can use 2 times in boss battles. So this is just, I use it and I get a posse. And I think it's only the posses that I've unlocked, not all the posses in the game, which is kind of nice because I could limit the amount of posses I have in order to get more of like the ones that I just want. Choose 2 cards to delete. We delete these 2. All right, and then we will awaken faint. That was kind of fun. Murphy's cards are leveled. We'll do reload. Nope, her. All right, so that one card gives me posse 3 times. Can I get reload out of it? Or the Vortis shell out of it? That would be awesome. Okay, so whenever they have this little red streak, you should probably read it. I just kind of went a little greedy, but the more cards you have left, the weaker the enemy's attack. Keep more cards to weaken their assault. Whoops, I just played a whole bunch. That's fine. I'll just flip into this big shield and be safe. But you see, by doing that, they hit me a lot more times. And they kind of died just from that. And now we will hot tomato them. Do I have to put somebody in here? Investigate. What? The character Ramona must be deployed. No! Oh, good. You're fit. You're fit. No, I have to put the character Ramona in. Sorry, I was just talking to somebody on Discord. I'll probably have to edit that out because it took a little while. Okay. No, I have to kill my team. Oh, I hate doing this. Okay. He comes back in. For her now, we're gonna give her Blade. Why not? When she exalts, she doesn't get more cards. She gets like, she has her cards, but I have this at 7. So let's put it in. And then we're gonna give her this part so that every time I get that, he can get the Death Res plan. So I saved it as Fate. Can describe. Okay, equip this, and then we're gonna equip this just because I want to go through. Let's skip this part. Sorry, that took a lot of time. Some just getting distracted with Discord here. Back to playing. Oh, I got him now. Where's my feint? Alright, we hot tomatoed. Skip. Go here, rouse an awakener, rouse him. And defensive, and we go ahead. Hey, you joined. Oh, there's 2 more that are joining. I'm trying to answer the guy in Discord, but I'm like, oh no, I have to also play the game.
No, I can also answer him if you'd like to.
Yes. Yeah, it's easier. I'm like, that's why Ellie can answer you. That's why I typed that, because I'm just like, I paused for a while and I'm like, oh, there's gonna be this big like void of silence and me not doing anything. Maybe I should stop doing that. It's hard to describe because like the challenge that he's having is he doesn't know how good actually Blue 24s is going to be in chapter 9, and it's hard for me to describe that without giving him a whole bunch of spoilers. So I'm kind of trying to not. But at the same time I'm like, you really want Salvador, because like the last battle, right? Salvador just crushes with Blue. So Salve Blue is the like best thing for the final boss of the game. And I'm like, you probably want to have that, so don't get rid of Salvador. I don't know how to tell that to you. Start learning how to play him right. That's fine. They can do whatever they want. It's their game.
It's also just really efficient because Salvador is just really good at E0.
Yeah.
He doesn't need anything.
No, I got him to, well, I'm getting him to E2 just because then his meteor has the prepare, and I'm like, oh, later on I just don't want to pay like 2 for it. I'd rather it be 0. Like, it would make it much easier for me. But it's also one where like, I don't know, let them go. They're like, they're so much further than me. They're already in chapter 8, and I'm like, I've been playing a lot, so I'm like, they've been playing hardcore too. totally was just talking to you and not even paying attention to what I was doing. That's fine. But this is the part that like I'm really annoyed right now because this is one of the ones that they make me play with Ramona. So I had to change my whole team around. And I'm like, no, don't want to not go into a pure team. I wanted to stay my blue and red. But I have to go to pure. So that's also what I'm like, oops, I also don't have the ability to heal nicely. Because, yeah, they got rid of it.
No.
Oh well, but I'm almost there. Is there some place that I can heal around here? Lose HP. Now I've normally have just been like, you know, smart playing and I never have to heal because I have Karo with me, but now I'm like, oh, they're making me like heal and forcing me to do it. So at the things now. And I'm like, damn it, because I'm a pure team. This sucks. I miss my Karo. Miss my Karo. They don't even have a thing for me to heal. No. Maybe this will. Raise max HP. No, none of that gives me healing. Okay. Anything over here? Nope. I just have to go and play Ramona, play it well, and not die. Very well. And we'll rouse. Oh, I don't need to rouse anybody else. We'll refresh this. Get that on the deck. Yeah, how have you been?
I'm doing pretty okay. I was looking for some entertainment to have on my second screen while we're like looking for sources for my research paper. So
nice.
Great.
Perfect. Me, I beat the chapter 5 boss, which is like awesome, and I did a really good job. I think so, of taking my time to go through like what you actually need to be able to beat that boss. And so I hope it works for a lot of people. This is great. I get this 3 times and it's just like posses. But the other cool thing, it doesn't give me posses I don't have. So I can only get like the beginner posses. Oh, it won't give me like a 3rd time. All I wanted. I wanted just to get him up so that I could exalt him. And you know, see, if I had a baby, I could exalt him easily. Oh, I miss Kara. Freaking game make me play the annoying way.
Actual Karo addict, that's crazy.
Okay.
I pulled for G-Doll today.
Nice.
Because her rerun is up now and I got completely shafted.
Oh no.
So bad.
That's fine. It happens. Alright, we have to end this pain so I can go back to my Karo soon. Oh, I have hot tomatoes ready to go, so let's use them. We'll do a strike so I can get back Arithmetica. So that was a little tech, by the way. I didn't really explain it. When you exalt Ramona, the card comes back as free. And you see, I wanted to play this card, which costs 2. But in order to do that, I only had 1 Arithmetica. So I used Ramona to go find a card that had a +1 Orison on it. So I got back an Arithmetica so that I could play this because the card went to 0. So that was a little sneaky play that I did there. Hopefully my hot tomatoes kill him. Very close. All right, this one. I'm doing that mostly just to get counter because I don't know how easily I can kill him other ways. Let's go to a red stance and hopefully Murphy's Exalt will kill him. Come on, Murphy. Oh, so close. But the tentacle slaps well. Yes, I can get out of using Ramona. Go back to my red people.
I mean, those enemies are really annoying as well because they convert so much damage to sacrifice, right?
Yes.
So sometimes you can get caught a little bit off guard, especially if there's like a damage turn and you basically run a little bit short, but they have like thousands of damage of sacrifice on them.
Okay, back to the good people. Okay, back to Feint. All right, so for Feint, we put in this wheel. Love this tech, by the way. So it's Delirium. So it has damage amplification, which adds to everybody's counter, right? Well, her counter. But then I can rouse her right away. And the whole point that I'm doing, like, I haven't had to need it yet, but when you rouse her right away, you can start to exalt her a lot. So not only does that trigger Vortis's pursuit, but it also starts to build up like a ton of death res. So I haven't used it really. I just did it once. Like I was like, here, just let me show you how much death res I have, and I let them like kill me. But I didn't die. I could take like 6 extra hits. But like I've gotten Faint's death res up in this thing to like 600% or 700% in Arc 1. I've been loving it. Okay, camera goes on him. So the reason why he gets camera is the base damage of the wielder's command card. So this was what makes Meteor go up. It has Realm Mastery, which also affects Vortis. It helps him with Realm Mastery, helps him gain Crimson Furnace, and increase the shield and HP recovery. So his HP recovery goes into Crimson Furnace. So this is a great secondary card for Salve. And I think after this one, I get Returnal Line as a Covenant, so I can pull that up. And I do have the ability to build my Covenants, but I'm going to do that like Chapter 8 as a little like side thing. I don't think I need to build Covenants for a while. I can just like make them, but not build them up because they're so expensive. I'd rather just prepare for D-Tide. All right, 92, this, we'll still do White Stance. Oh, I have my healing back. Oh, thank God. It's no longer pure blue. Oh, that was horrible. All right. Even though it was still easy, it was horrible. Why did... No.
Are you using your silver to pull for more Vortex?
No, so I've left her there because I was just kind of looking at what I wanted to do. Like, I'm gonna use like the Protos to get her to level 3, but more than likely I'm not going to play that long with this account, and like that's 3 months. I'm going to be done within the week. So I had to make a decision of like what would be the best. And so realistically, this team is like these two are both co-damage dealers, and his E2 is a huge quality of life change, and that's the one where again the meteor comes down to 2, or it's cheaper by 2. And Vortis already does a lot of damage even at E1, so I don't really need it. I was focusing on getting him E2, and then I'm gonna just go back to the banner that's the time or the moonless banner and try to see if I can get 2 other units just to show how to play, because I have Theiss and Jeedal I didn't get from there yet. And then if I get those, then that, or not Jeedal, G-Lot, and if I get those, then I can show people how to play with those characters, right? I'm less... Pardon?
No, I was just answering, being like, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm like, I want the smoothest gameplay for the final boss for Chapter 9, and like her E1, so Vortis E1, and Salvador E2 is going to make my life the easiest. Murphy, I actually already have E2. I got like stupid lucky with pulls with her, okay? So I might even get her E3 by the time I get there. But that's going to make this part the easiest. And then I have to also remember, like, because Vortis now is like no longer on banner. So I can't just show always Vortis, otherwise people are like, I can't pull her, so what should I do, right? And I'm like, okay, well, I showed a team where it was just Salve and Murphy beating everything. But if I get G-Lot, then I can use G-Lot at one point, because a lot of people will always say, pull G-Lot, pull G-Lot, right? That's kind of still like out there a lot where people say, get that unit. So then I can actually show how to play her maybe in like Chapter 8 or something. And then people are like, oh, that's how I play this unit.
Yeah, for when she eventually reruns in 6 months.
Yeah, well, it's still one, like, people will say, we've started to change the narrative a bit, but people will still say, you know, pull Tawel and G-Lot, and we're like, you should really be pulling Theiss and Horla. But now more people are finally getting on board. We're like, no, Theiss and Horla do a lot. And then the last 2 is like who you should be kind of like thinking about for your own account. And that's where I suggested what you should do is like, because the Moonless had 4, right, that I could select. So I got Theiss and Horla, and then the third one was whatever team you're building around, whatever you limited. So I'm building around Vortis, so Murphy is like obviously needed. So I got Murphy for that reason, and then I chose G-Lot just because, again, most people will be told to pull G-Lot, so then I can actually show them what that looks like playing with her.
I wish I had a Gelot that was useful at all, but mine is stuck at E0.
No, that's fine. I still can't believe like the funniest thing was we a lot of people were like, don't leave wheel gel. You saw, maybe if you saw like a little bit on Discord, we were talking about like the wheel gel reference and stuff. Like you should always just stay there. So like I've been pulling pure Caro, right, to just get them all to plus 12. And
Hmm.
along the way, I somehow magically got E3 G Lot. I had zero of her a month ago, and in 1 month I pulled E3 G Lot off of the standard banner, which is just crazy.
That's so lucky. What the hell?
Yeah,
Your
exactly.
standard banner luck needs to be studied, honestly.
Did you see the other ones too? I got one Thais, one Salvador, and one Sorrel as well.
Yes, like what the hell?
So awesome. And I'm like, I could keep doing this. I'm fine with just getting limiteds off of standard pulls. I've like got this down to a science where you like, if people who've been watching the stream are like, yep, he's gonna sell this card, go over here, do this, and it's also with Delirium. This also becomes 35 Black Sigil, so it's like super cheap to get it on a second Awakener, and you can do it also really fast. Like it's such a smart tech play. But if you don't realize its value, like yeah, man, I wish somebody more told me. Like I think it was like chapter 8 when I found out that you should be using the brown wheels more than the other wheels. That took a while. She's so strong.
I mean,
That
it's just like not intuitive almost to use the brown wheels if you're like used to it from other games. Because in a lot of other games, the lower rarity items are just like completely useless.
yeah, exactly. And then you're like, wait a minute, this is actually useful, huh? And just a part of reading, right? So I was reading out loud for some people on stream, like where they have the little, right above bosses, they have those little bars that show up, and all you have to do is read it, and it tells you what your strategy should be. And most people just don't read that, right? So, but we're
The
gonna show this.
funniest thing,
Sorry.
the funniest thing recently was that, you know Monchi, right?
Yep.
He was like, oh, like I didn't even know that the number above the enemies was how much damage they were gonna do to you.
Why
And it
was
was
he
so
saying this?
silly, like
He knows that. He's an accountant who just sees numbers all the time. He's just being facetious. There's no way he didn't know that. I would have said bullshit to him. Straight up. Okay, so this unit's attacking me for 4. I can't use anything. I wanted... Oh, I do have a hot tomato. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to flip into defensive stance. We're going to raise my counter by using Faint's Exalt. I leveled up Faint's Exalt. I used one of my P-stones, that redstone, to get it higher so I could get more counter. And I forget that Vortis is just OP and kills everybody. But that's fine, because I still have a lot of counter that's there. Now, what was pretty cool last battle, or last turn, you saw that I grabbed a whole bunch of shield. And then because of Vortis's memory spiral, thank you again, Ellie, for telling me that I should play with this one. The memory spiral kept all of that shield. So now I have it specifically just to let this unit die when they come and hit me. Or my tentacles will slap. This team's so strong.
it is.
All right, so this one is really good for Salvador. If you're a Sal main, this is probably his best relic. It's that every time you lose HP, Embryo Fusion plus 10%, and the effect is double if your HP is below 50. So that's in Arc 1 and Arc 2. It actually helps you gain more Crimson Furnace. So this is still like one of Caro's best weapons, or best relics, is this Rusted Saw. As soon as I saw it, I was like, done. But we're going to sell this one from Murphy. I'm not in love with any of these, so I'm going to switch it. And I wish I could have got that earlier. This is gain 10 shield at the turn start, increasing by 5 per turn. Sure, let's grab that one. Okay, a little tip when fighting bosses. What you can do is you can just click them, and they actually tell you stuff that's going to go on with them. So this one says he's going to add 3 copies of Suffocation to the enemy's hand, so to my hand. And there's other things that they'll do when I click it. It says if you attack them, they will gain 1 more attack this turn. And look at this. I have reloads right here. Perfect. We'll go with Faint first. We'll see how much that does. And then we'll just do Murphy and Hot Tomato and kill them. Okay. I can't grab any more of these. Go here. Investigation, skip it. Okay, 6-5, let's go. Alright, let's go get the thing. I don't want to touch the mist. We're going to try to find a lantern beforehand. You locked out my feint? You... Okay. We'll just kill him with suffering. How dare you lock out my feint? Let's ignore her or listen to her. Let's try listening to her. I got advanced computation. Yes. But she gave me a symptom. Why did she leave me with AIDS after I listened to her? All right. So...
She did, yes.
Nice. It's like, I listened to her nicely, and she still gave me a symptom. Darn it. It's fine. Okay. So I will go, and I can rouse one. So I'll rouse the first one, which is probably paint. And the second thing up here, I can then buy to rouse Vortis. Okay, they're doing this much. I have one hot tomato ready, so I'm just gonna flip into white stance. Perfect. Now if I got Murphy's card, but I got Salve's card, should be able to kill everybody. We'll reload here. Go here. Add that up, hot tomato, and kill. Suffering. Skip this. I wish Elton, he's like a cool character. It's been a while since I saw him around. So Faint also dispels Fragile when you exalt her. Sell a command card. We're just selling Murphy's. Oh no, Faints. I'm gonna rouse Vortis. Yeah, so Faint also dispels the Cursed Relic Fragile. If I get her off first. So the nice part with that tech, right, with Delirium, I should start with her Rouse card in hand, which I do. And then it's getting her closer to being able to exalt her. We'll add 2 tomatoes in. 37's not bad. So again, I can click them. They're going to do 1 damage and grant 3 random cards the Mark of Fury. Using this card will increase the number of attacks from this monster this turn by 1, then remove the Fury. So this, if I use it, which I'll just show you, I should increase his attack by 1. Right? So I should not be doing that, but I just did it anyway just to show you what, if I read the boss, I can actually understand what I can do to actually fight them. All right. And now what we're going to just do, I believe, yeah, they'll just die from a tomato. So we'll just exalt Salve. And tomato gun them. Done. The guy's like saying you can get Steppenwolf for Vortis. I'm like, you can get Returnal after chapter 6. Let's just help him out. All right, cool. And then we'll move on to this one. So I only have one Covenant on just because like my team's really strong. Even if I just level up their cards, they'll be fine for a while. The next one, so once I beat chapter 6, I get something called Returnal Line for Vortis, which increases Realm Mastery. And that's really good because that will increase the damage that she does with both her pursuit damage and also her exalt. Guess for the start of like later on, I will do get Returnal Line. All right. So this is kind of weird because most other people would probably try to get like Salvador as a second DPS, him to exalt first, or Vortis to exalt first, but I'm getting Feint to exalt first just because I can get so much death res up here by the end of the level that I basically am guaranteed to win. We hot tomatoed. We'll get this one. I can't exalt anybody, but I can try to get her a little closer. Oh, I got the stupid guy giving me stuff and attacking me down below. Hot tomato a bit more. Let them all attack me. It's only 68. Alright. I love Murphy's cost getting stronger. It's so nice to have that card up. Just one-shots everybody right now.
Also just a really great card in general.
Yeah, weakness and vulnerable on like one. Yeah, again, most people who are beginners don't really understand the weakness and vulnerable and how good it is, so, you know, it's sad. Alright, we got 10. They'll hit me. Oh, you son of a gun, you locked up my feint again. Alright, we have a lot of them. So this is part of this chapter. It kind of gets annoying with how much they come back and they just keep coming back to life because you kill them and then you get another one of these like gooey things come back. It's a child of Murphy, actually. So, yeah. I don't know when I fight like the Awakeners themselves, but Murphy and she like has all these little gooey babies that show up. Do we do that in Arc 1? I think like maybe like the final chapter where we have to like beat everybody.
I have no idea, honestly. It's been forever since I played that.
Yeah, same. As I'm learning as I go. It's kind of nice though because I will be very much aware of where people are at, but I think the thing for me, right, is that like I'm so skilled with exactly what to buy. It doesn't even phase me when people... So I'm going to now exalt Feint so that I can get more counter because this guy's hitting me for 4. And I got how much more counter? So I have 362 counter. And now when they hit me for 4, they do a lot. But yeah, it's been a while since I played it, but because of how much I know about the game now, it's also like very confident with my decisions, but it's also like really smart decisions to maximize like progress. It's kind of cool to see that. Whereas like I remember when I first started, like how many like not so much mistakes, but just like stuff I didn't do that was like anywhere near as strong or as good as what I'm doing right now. That's crap. Oh no, let's grab broken face. Tentacle limit, tentacle damage. Let's do tentacle damage. Poor Murphy. All right. So one person's name is Il Giardino di Palpo. I'm like, the garden. No, it's not garden, right? Il Giardino del Palpo. I'm like, kind of fun. It's like not a garden. That's person on stream. With us, they're here. Italian. But I'm like, Giardino? Jardin? Jardin is in French, but not that. Just the little things that I'm noticing. Pass the time. Okay, flip here. We have hot tomatoes coming, but I'm gonna save them all for the final boss because I'm gonna guess it's gonna be one of these like big things that have a lot of sacrifice later on. And now I took the tentacle damage thing so that it slaps them. I should actually be playing Murphy's card to up my tentacle damage. Razzo Maker, go over here to Vortis. Still can't believe I'm on chapter 6. Like, I've had no life and just played this game for the past few days. But it's kind of crazy. Like, every 4th time you gain shield, heal HP 50% of that shield. I wonder if I can actually gain that much when I do with, like, Divine Realm and heal, like, for, like, 300. We're going to try it.
Whenever doing Arc 1 content now, I forget, like, what half of the relics do.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Like this one, right? I'm like, crit rate of 15%. I'm like, no, it's an S key thing. So yeah. Totally weird when you like pick them up. I agree. We can buy the face again. Ooh, teapot. So max HP increases when you pick it up. And we'll put on poison on our thing. Let's go to discard. Okay, I have to go to the mist. No, not search for it. Lose HP, good. I forget if I got... I don't think I've gotten the silver thing yet. Okay, I have one of these, but I have no hot tomatoes, eh? Alright, so we will first actually go here. We're going to exalt Salve and use his End of Suffering. So I did that because now I gain temporary strength, but I also gain crit rate. But this will also help me gain temporary strength. And then I can use this card to do a lot more damage. And we'll end it there. Alright, now her Vortis. Okay, we'll do her defense card first and gain a bunch of strength. And use her card. We killed most of them. And then she's going to slap them to death with the tentacles. Perfect. Cool. Strike will get... No, I'll get counter. I want the little silvery thing. Maybe I already got it and I'm just crazy. No, it's here. I don't need to rouse an awakener, so I'll gain back my life, but it's here, right? Yeah, there we go. Alright, every time the enemy loses a certain amount of life, a child of Gnosis will be birthed from its belly. It's going to spew things at me. Very well. Okay. We will first... I want a hot potato before I exalt her. So I'll just use Salve to gain some shield. Sure. Nope, same. They birthed a thing. It looks like... Oh, I did get a reload. Perfect. Got my hot tomatoes. We'll go here. She's so strong. So what's really nice now is I just exalted Tink, and I also last turn I put on a bunch, or not Tink, Feint, and I just put on a bunch of counter, and it's attacking me for 5, so that big guy will die. And I can either use Strike or Salve's Meteor, which I don't have, I used it last turn, or Murphy's 3 cost to kill the rest of the 2 little minions on the side. You come back again? Man, these things don't die. Okay, Tentacles should slap them away. Yep, and then when you hit me, you should be dead. I now see, like, the other relics I didn't value as much. When you play different realms, they seem so much more valuable. So, like, the Broken Face, I hated in Ultra as a pure Ultra team because I used to spam a lot of, like, 1-cost cards. So when things cost, when things cost more than 1, it kind of just sucks because I'm like, I don't need the more than 1. I want just 1 because I can't play all these cards. I can only play like certain cards, right? But now that I'm on a team that all I really want to do is just exalt, that like face is so good of a relic.
Acor, like in general, being able to get Acor relics because of Vortex is really nice. Acor has some really, really good relics.
They all do, right? It's just depending on the unit, like certain ones are just better than others. But as you mentioned, I now know them all like by heart for Arc 2. So what the heck does it do Arc 1? And I could grab it Arc 1 and be like, that's not what it's supposed to do. All right, so we're going to increase Feint up here. And we'll end. All right, we have a reload. Frickin' thing killed my thing. Tentacle should slappy slap. We're good. It's also weird because like I play still very much so like in an ultra mindset, and when you do that with like people that don't need it, it kind of feels like I'm cheating.
What is the ultra mindset in that sense?
It's just card order really matters, and like waiting to use all of your exalts at like the right exact moment. So there's a lot of like timing that's like needs to be a lot more precise. With here, like I can play whichever cards I want first, whereas like, you know, in Ultra, you have to choose which one you want, Leap or Quasar first. And then there's also like which one, how do you want to set up your Ultra turn? There's all these other like little thoughts that go in. Whereas here, I'm kind of like, okay, I want to Exalt Feint first and just spam it. But then I can do like other units and get them up. And it's just kind of cool that I can do, it's just a totally different mindset, but it's like playing a different realm now. It's so easy because like it's just, it comes back to, I think, just at the end of the day that you get used to all the realms and then you understand like more of the game, and then you can actually like optimize what your plays are, right? So I think in general it's just by being exposed to so many different units and different play styles, you kind of combine them all and then you learn like the best way to navigate the whole game. I maybe just said the same thing 3 times, but that's fine. All right, watch out. Releasing exalts will grant enemies with gestation state, enhancing their strength, and reaching 5 layers will unleash strengthful skills. Okay. But they aren't used to hot potatoes, and they're going to die before they even get the ability to get 5. There, you get a hot potato? No hot potatoes. Okay. So at this point, we're going to let him attack me for 4, but I want Feint to give some counter up. So I'm 362 counter, and now I will try to see if I can find something here. I don't think it gives me a lot. Well, it gives me vulnerable and weakness, which is kind of nice. I'm already here, but I was preparing to use Salve's card. So this is like an example of Ultra. I was already thinking of a lot of my turns of like card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I don't need to because I already have enough. So I can just use other things. All right, just strike, defense. I'll probably rock him. It's a little overkill. I probably could have just let Slappy Slap happen, but whatever. And then on pickup, gain 75 Black Sigil. I can't see what the other relics I have. So if I have a relic where you like the teacup as an example, when you pick it up, you gain 75. You gain so much life, more max life, but it happens upon pickup. So when I transform it, I don't actually lose the max life I gained. It's kind of a cool little thing there. So you have to kind of watch that. So this one's a little bit better. Whenever an Awakener has Devour, once other Awakeners gain Illness, I'll do that. This one actually hurts Vortis's Exalt because I lose 2 tentacles and she does more damage with the amount of tentacles you have. So that's not great for me. Rouse a unit, we rouse Vortis. Yeah, we rock twice, but does it go away? I think it goes away, right? The engraved card has exhaust and innate. When played, it takes effects 1 more time and you receive 5 Black Sigil. Okay. Go to the illusion, dispel it. Go to my searchlight. What are these things? Rouse an Awakener, sure. Ask the captain. I get this. The start of the battle, the current HP of the elite boss enemies is reduced by 20%. Okay. So this is well, it's not an elite boss, but it doesn't lose any health. It's just only that final last little guy. All right, we can rock him. Yeah, let's rock him. So it should happen twice. So this is 408 twice. And again, well, I guess I can gain back my health. I should have done the other order where I gained Crimson Furnace first and then do that. I would have killed everybody. So that was a wrong turn order for Salve. Get rid of this card. Let's put that on them. Alright, so my next fight, I believe, is the final boss fight, so I don't want to try to use any of my exalts. I actually want to save them all and get them close. And I think I'm going to be very close to killing them just with little slaps. I will kill them with slaps, which is perfect. I always love getting computation. Put that on. Silver's up here. Spell. Get this. Nice. Over here, put on some counter. This one is obtain 5 shield. Sure. And we'll put that on. Do Vortex reversed. Awesome. We'll refresh once. I'll go here, sell this card to Murphy's. Grab this. Grab one of these. We'll put it on her defense. Okay. Alright. So, I technically would want to have an Embryo, which I don't yet. So I can play Salves this card, and I probably will because Embryo Fusion times 29, and it happens twice. So I got an Embryo, which is perfect. with the embryo, yeah, let's go to faint. I put on, they have 4 weaknesses from both salve and faint. And now I will hop tomato her. And the boss is very close to dying. I could have rocked them, but I will save it for the next turn. So now that I have full health, this doesn't really make much sense to play it in a certain way. I will reload first, but I will just pick this one as the damage. And it will kill the boss, and then I'll do this for shield. Almost there. I'm gonna go like, I think I'm just gonna push for this one and do all the way to right before the final boss fight, and then I'll stop the stream and do a final boss battle again. Right, go down here. Great card. Load of paint. You know, like, you kind of think about Murphy's 3 cost and Salve's 3 costs are very close to each other in terms of what they do. Like, he gets weakness for all people, but then he also gets Embryo Fusion and Crimson Furnace, where she does vulnerable and weakness to everybody, which is kind of like, they're both like so good. But she also does damage. She also hurts everybody. Okay, hot tomatoes.
Like Salve's 3 cost that much personally, but
So see, one of the things that's really nice with Salve's 3 cost is that's how I can make babies on this team. So I don't need a dedicated baby maker because Salve's 3 cost helps me to generate Embryo Fusion, because it's just kind of sucks that Faint doesn't really help me generate Embryo Fusion. So that's why I really like it, is it helps that part of the team. But it is kind of expensive now for what it sort of does. But you do get the Embryo Fusion up, so if you use Salve more as the damage dealer, it helps him a lot. Okay. Duplicate a command card, but develop Symptom Trauma. Yeah, so we're going to pick that. I can also get Computation, but we're going to do this, and we're going to duplicate Reload, so I have a higher chance of getting in my starting hand. All right. I'll use one of these. I can get her closer, which is good. Oh, I shouldn't use this. I'm going to save it for the elite coming up. So I'm actually just going to get all of them ready to exalt so that the elite coming up, I can do more damage against them. We'll get rid of that card and we will rock them. Yeah. Vulnerable and reload, sure. So the boss is not attacking me, so I have a lot of time. This one doesn't have, so we're just talking about the 3 costs, right? So this one has Retain from Murphy. This one doesn't have Retain, and it's going to up my Crimson Furnace while I'm waiting for this guy to go. And then I can use that once and just kill them. So I was trying to do all this fancy stuff, and I'm like, or just kill them with clicking a button. Sometimes that reload's so like overpowered in Arc 1.
It's super OP.
Like, I'm trying to think about all this stuff I have to do with the boss, and you just click one button and kill them. It's just kind of insane. They're attacking me only for one, so I won't Exalt Faint. All these lacerations. Okay. So now I'm going to play... You have a little red thing on. What's the red thing? Because when you see red, it does something different. After playing, all monsters gain 16 temporary strength. The mark of the abyss of this command card is removed. Okay, so I'm going to play this one anyway first, because I can play this, but vulnerable on everybody, and then use Salve's Meteor, and probably kill them all. The other option I had to do that... Oh, very close to killing them, but Tentacle Slapping will be very close to killing them. We'll let it go. The other option I have is when I Exalt Salve, he puts vulnerable on everybody, but I'm saving the Exalt for a later battle. I think also the power of her reload being, or her pursuit being so high, is that I don't have to use like almost anybody's Exalts, and I can save them all just for the final battle.
Oh yeah, sure.
Like, and you don't really, it doesn't click how powerful that is, because it's just kind of subtle that like I just am not using any of these. You know, people just think about like the strong of like the smacking, but this is like kind of overkill with like the ability that you have, that I don't need to worry all about picking, or I can have all of this for the final battle, which is amazing. Anyway. Take that on defense. I think the silver's over here. Like, this person, right? I can play Murphy's card because she's an S key bot, get enough S key, Exalt, or push the button, kill that guy, and go here, play this card to gain some more counter, and then we're good. How do I get Rock? Perfect. Okay, so I got Murphy's card and Rock, so I'll play that order again. But they all died. Defense, let's go. I will rouse Murphy. That didn't do anything. I don't know if I go over here if I already got the silver. I have to find it. Is it this one? Yeah, it's here. Whew. Okay, I was gonna just go to the boss, but I'm like, I want my little silver. It's drastically noticing how much you have to be maximizing that on a free-to-play account. On a whale account, I'm like, I'll just come back. Maybe we can hot tomato for a while. I have 3 hot tomatoes. Ooh, they're not losing that much now. That's cool. I have to actually think a little bit more. Alright, we'll let them hit me for 4. I know, I have to think, because they're not just dying off of one shot anymore. Oh no. Alright. Load this up. Hey Dom, how's it going?
Alright. Saw everybody here and came in.
Nice.
Recording chat.
Yeah, I'm recording. This is a whole new account, and I'm going all the way from level 0, right? The very first starting, and all the way to the chapter 9. I'll probably do some Arc 2, but maybe just like part 1 of Arc 2. But just to also be as a guide the whole way through. So it's like, this is what I have to do at this point in order to make it better, right? And a lot of this came from, I have this whole week off, but there's more of like all the people saying, I can't beat the chapter 5 boss. I can't beat the chapter 5 boss. And I'm like, well, there's so many things that could be wrong there. Like, did you build your account right? Did you put enlightenment levels on the pre-pull?
I'm surprised. I'm genuinely waiting till chapter 7 throttle your account though, just purely because of
the
like,
chap
level.
the chapter 7, I'm not worried at all with this team. I'm gonna crush the entire thing. What I'm actually more worried about is trying to do it in like 4 days and not getting all the stuff that you get like as weekly rewards. So I'm like,
Oh yeah.
I can only build up so many cards right in the next 4 days because you can't get any more of the Arcane Dominion and the Mimic Crystals, and I'm just like, shit. I have to really maximize that. Okay, here, I wish I could flip to red stance, but I can't. But that's okay, because I can probably... Actually, I'm probably just going to, like, sit it out. Oh, you made more babies again. Okay, we'll get rid of that card. We'll load up Murphy. So when I load up Murphy, not only does she give me a tentacle, but she also gives me extra tentacles that are temporary. I wish I could rock. So I can't rock. Can I go to white stance? I can't white stance. I'm just going to take all this damage and I'm going to prep for the next turn. And luckily, they locked out Vortis because I actually don't need to play her. So I'm going to add that to Fane again. We're going to flip to red stance now. This is going to be a big push turn. I'm going to exalt him. But I've also noticed that the boss put on weakness and vulnerable on me. Does this get rid of it? I don't think so. I'm going to gain 3 Arithmetica because I can have a lot of cards in my hand here that are also really expensive and I can play more of them. Oh, I can play this multiple times. Yes. Let's get 3 more. Did I get it again? No. Alright. We'll play Murphy's Vortis here. And then we'll play Murphy. And then we have Rock as the finisher, but I think they're going to die for Murphy. Yep. You're joining a little later, but there's like this one time I'm like trying to like navigate everything, and then I'm like, okay, well, like use Vortis's pursuit with like the posse, and it just killed everybody. And I'm like, well, I guess I overcomplicated that.
That does tend to happen often.
It's so overpowered for Arc 1. Like, it's basically easy mode. So I even I took out Vortis for half of chapter 4 when I was playing it, just because I was like, if people just see me one shot all the time with Vortis, they're gonna be like, this is too like easy, and it doesn't count. All right, so before I go into that, I can use Vortis's exalt here, right? Or that's a pursuit to kill this guy. But I'm also thinking, can I get a way to save it for next battle? So I'm going to try to get this first, and my next 2 cards are these 2, but I'm going to see what I get out of here. So with this one, I gain crit rate. I'll take the gain crit rate. Okay, and now I have Enlightenment 1 on Salve. I want to get 2. But with Enlightenment 1, I gain some more Crimson Furnace with playing his defense card. So I'm going to play that first. And then I'm going to go to playing this and do a little bit more damage. It's only 37, but we'll see how much I do. 313. It's enough to kill everybody. Can you hear the chickens in my neighbor's yard? I don't know if you guys can hear the clucking.
Nah, I can only hear my own chicken.
Nice. All right, so before I go to this boss, I want to go to here, and I'm actually going to do something to be mean to myself. Go here. Rouse a unit. So it's so weird. Before, when I like first started playing this game, I would always avoid getting symptoms, and now that I'm like, whatever, just go and grab a symptom. It's not a big deal.
Doesn't really do much.
Exactly. But I remember how like allergic I was at the start of the game. We'll take this hand. And we'll go here with a card. We'll put it on reload. right? Because now the battle's going to be so much easier that I've done that.
It kind of depends what symptom, though. I still hate despondency.
Mm,
I think that's the worst card in the game.
yes, that's the one that I too also hate. Every other symptom's not a big deal, but yeah, that's the one that's like, oh, this one actually stung a bit getting it. And these things also suck.
I
Pardon?
hate blind obsession.
Oh,
Because
yeah?
I keep forgetting to use it at the end of the turn, and I just go, devil. There goes more symptoms.
Yes. That one also does suck when you or like you remind yourself at the start of the turn, like I have to use it at the end, and then you use up all your cards. And you're like, ah, damn it! I told myself I had to do it too. Okay. The other thing that's I think too for us who have played the game for a while, when people are used to Vortis's power of like being able to one shot everything, there was a guy who's newer, or person. There's a newer person because I don't know what gender they are, but there's a new person who thinks that Salve doesn't do that much damage, and I'm like one-shotting a lot of things with Salve's Meteor, but they're too used to Vortis's like crazy overpower thing. So it's kind of just a mindset now that I've been playing this that compared to Vortis, everybody else is doing like so little damage. Right? Like here's their whole health. Let's see how much just one of her pursuits does. It kills them.
Yep.
And that's how it should be.
It should be.
It should be. It's that simple. You click button, you win game.
Exactly.
This will not come to bite new players in the ass later.
Exactly. There's no like honestly, there's very little thinking with Vortis in like the first few chapters. Like the only one, I guess chapter 5 is where people are struggling because they're like, what do you mean I can't just click the button and win?
Yeah, I feel like that's the first boss that may cause people trouble. Unless they accidentally started off with Pollux and Caster.
Yes.
And then they're unpunished.
I'll get rid of this card. I did not get anything that helps me. This sucks. Okay, so I wanted to hot tomato it before I exalt her, but I'll exalt her now because they're all attacking me, and she's gonna raise up all the counter, but she's also gonna put weakness on all of them, so they're gonna do a lot less damage to me. Right, so we're 362. She also dispelled the fragile from this artifact. And now I'm fully safe, so when they hit me, they're going to be pretty... I think they're all dead. Perfect.
God, I remember back in my day struggling in chapter 3 and 4.
Well, we were saying this before, like, I like know how to play the game like really well now, and it's so much easier. But I remember...
Yeah, it feels so much easier, but to be fair, to like past me's, I guess non-credit, I used to run Sangha Alva at the start of the game. That was my big problem.
Yeah.
I don't see the issue. It was good.
I love them. Yeah. But also like knowing exactly like what to do. Like there's no thinking right now for me where I'm like, yeah, this is really good. This is really good. Yeah, I'm going to put this here. I know it's going to be awesome. Right? Like this on charge, so I don't have to play it. I play it once and she'll get fully, her Elmas will get 100%.
There's no punishment for losing the card at all.
Yeah. Oh, and you don't lose it in Arc 1, I think. It just says it happens twice. Alright, let's read the Orison on Arc 1. When played, it takes effects one more time and you see 5 black sigil. This Orison has exhaust. Oh no, okay, the exhaust part is when you lose it. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
But it doesn't matter. Oh, no.
Right?
Our fish guy has 2 phases. What will we do now?
Exactly. But you see, right? I just played that card once and she got full whatever it's called, full Elmas, which is awesome. I'm gonna save this for the next fight. I'm just basically prepping everything. They're all ready. I just really want to get a reload before I go to town. And I have 2 lives to kill of him. Okay. Did I get a reload? Of course not. Okay, we'll start with Feint. And we will rock him with the... It's so strong. Okay. I think basically her and Salve can basically kill this whole boss. We're gonna go into red stance. And I'm just curious if I actually don't even need a player pursuit. And Rock will basically... Oh, Rock isn't that high anymore. And I don't have 2 of them. That's fine. We're going to actually use Vortis's Exalt for like the first time in a really long time.
Ellie is currently role-playing as an anime character who's like, it's time to use my final move.
Yes. I did it actually with Miriam. She was the first though, so the Hydra boss, right, of Arc 5 or of Chapter 5. She was the first one that I needed to actually wait and build up, and then used Vortis's Exalt and basically one-shot the boss with their last life. But it was the first time I actually used it properly because it was a boss that was hard enough to use Vortis's Exalt. And this boss again is like the Veil boss, I think, right in Chapter 2. It's like the easier Veil boss, or Chapter 6. Sorry. Yeah, the baby one. The nice part is when that little parasite guy disappears, if I kill the ones that are left on screen, he doesn't come back. So you can see that's what I just did.
Yeah. He goes inside of you, and if there's no allies, you just digest him, and that's call it a day.
I love that you digest him. He has no friends now, so you digest him. How much health can I get? 1351. Salve is gonna crush. Yeah, I've done that many times to myself this game because I was greedy with like, oh, you're giving me money for symptoms? I will take it. We'll let that go.
It's always fascinating to watch new players play the game and get to like Chapter 8 and Chapter 9. It always just reminds me how bad I at the game just used to be at the game.
Yes.
Like how much learning it takes to get to a level where you can spam cards successfully.
Yes, exactly. But it's also like now going back and playing this, right? Obviously, I have like way too many hours in this game. So it's also like hard to be like, why are you struggling? I don't get why you're struggling. But I was like, man, this used to be so much. But this is the wake up call right now for me. Is like this used to be so much harder when I did this my first time playing through it.
Oh, this is my victim condition. Time to achieve it. Now I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I know how this will go.
Exactly. And then the sacrifice. Dead. Was that an elite battle? Yeah, it was. Okay. Ooh, between these two. I'm going to pick this one. Watch, I'm supposed to have a cursed relic at the end. Have no more than 2 symptoms. Yeah, I killed myself. Whoops. Oh, baby. Yep, mirror. I'm going to put that on reload. Straight jacket. Yeah. That's the one that I remember actually in Arc 1, was going down this whole path to like get to here, and then I had to go all the way around to come get the silver. But I also could just get the weakness. Exactly. That's what you and I thought the same thing at that moment. Why don't you just take the thing? Yeah. Alright, we'll load this here. We'll load this here. And this one here. Because once I exalt her, he'll die. Okay, I'll put that on charge. I remember, like, do you remember how many times you use this to recover health? I don't think I've ever used this to recover health this entire game.
I think when I used to do like P-dives under leveled when there still were daily, that was like the only times I would sometimes go like, I do need the health.
Yes, I do remember those. That was also true because we were also trying to do like as high as we can to get as much points, right? So
The good old days.
yeah, thank God I don't have to do that anymore. I like completed all the P-dive weeklies in like a few moments. I don't think I have to go there. I just need to get the silver so I can go straight to the boss. I completed it, the weeklies, in a few hours as soon as they come out. I mean, not hours, a few minutes. Like it takes me like 10 minutes or less to get all 5 done. I just speed run the level 1 P-dive, and I have Pikmin, Shu, and Clement to basically one-shot everybody with like their cards that do like AoE, and it's just kind of awesome. All right, we have Miriam. So here you go, Ellie. We did get Miriam, so she's gonna create babies. Watch out! Releasing Exalt will grant enemies gestation state, enhancing their strength, and releasing 5 layers will unleash strengthful skills. Right? Anything else that she does right now? No. All right, we hot tomatoed. We're gonna do a salve play. How much does tomato do? Nice. Salve on his own is gonna be the thing that kills her. Oh yes, because my health is so high because of taking all those symptoms. Okay. Skip.
That was anticlimactic.
I know. At some point, it's gonna get hard for me. I just don't know when. Even I was like stressing out. Pardon?
Yeah. To be fair, gluing salve on any Divine Maker team just sorta works.
Yes. Yeah. I can't wait to like so I'll end the stream in like a few moments, but I can't wait to get to the final like boss. And with Salvador and Vortis, it's just gonna be like disgusting how much. And then also with Feint, because like I didn't realize how strong Feint was when you first started. You were like, why would I ever use this character? It's not doing anything. And now you're just like, man, Feint carries so many waves in Arc 2 and D-Tide. Just like, damn it, Feint's so good.